I'm back down the pub, and my friend down the pub has said to me that he's got a cunning plan. And I go, great, because we all love cunning plans, especially if our name's Baldrick. He always loved a cunning plan. And that cunning plan is that personal allowance for salaries is £12,570. PAYE, that's what it is. Your personal allowance for income tax is £12,570. And that's exactly the same amount as employees' national insurance. Now, that changed in November last year. So that's all aligned. So you go, okay, what I could do is I could take more salary from my company and I won't pay any employees' national insurance and I won't pay PAYE. And I go, yep, good chat, that works, that's fine. But, oh, Martin, I hate when you go but. Because when you go but, that means something's going to happen that I'm not going to like. And I go, exactly. What you've forgotten about is employers' national insurance. Because with a salary, your business, your company, you're responsible for the whole thing, pays employers' national insurance on any salary that's more than £9,000. Hold on a minute, 9,000 is less than 12. Yep, it is. So how much do I pay on that? Well, 13.8% between £9,000 and £12,000. Right, okay, but that's whatever the number happens to be. That's not a very big number, I'll accept that. And I'll move on because that will save me corporation tax. Yep, you have additional £3,000 worth of corporation tax. That's going to save you some money. Okay, so that's brilliant. How much money is that going to save me? Well, I've done some sums and I've worked it out that if you pay the national insurance and then you knock off the corporation tax saving, you'll save £272. Okay, it's not big numbers, but we're talking about pennies and pounds, aren't we? Look after the pennies, the pounds look after themselves is the old saying. Well, in this case, we look after the pounds and the thousands look after themselves, or whatever way we can work with that. But that's what could happen. Yeah. So Martin, so what you're saying is I can take £3,000 extra by way of salary, and I can carry on taking the same amount by dividend, but just increase it by 3,000 because I've taken it by salary and that's all good. Oh, you've done it again. You've given me something on the one hand that I go, brilliant, good, fine. Yeah, I can get one over on the government, the revenue, all of that stuff. I can get one over. And then you've dashed me on the rocks of despair. Pretty much, yes. But the reason for that is you've forgotten about personal tax. What do you mean? Well, you've changed that £3,000 that you were taking by way of dividend. And what you've said is I'm going to take that by salary. Yeah, because it's like a free bonus to me. I haven't got to pay much on that. So that's free money. Yeah, but you're going to carry on taking the same dividends that you've always taken. Yeah. So what about the personal tax on that additional £3,000 that you're now taking that you weren't taking before? All right. Well, that works out at 312 quid. All right. Oh. So I could end up taking the extra £3,000, take that by, and then carry on taking all the dividends. And actually, it's maybe worse off by 40 quid. Yep. Good chat. And that's why that doesn't work. If all you're going to do is take the £3,000 and you're not worried about taking anything more, okay, look, it works as a plan. You're going to save a bit of money. You're taking that money away. You're saving corporation tax. Happy days. But not if you're going to go 3,000 plus 3,000. And that's before we've talked about the fact that the dividend rate has fallen from £2,000 free to £1,000. Oh, and did I mention it's 500 quid next year? Those things, you need to think about how to take your remuneration out of your business. You've got to stop and go, I'm just not going to listen to the person down the pub that's told me that's the best way of doing it. Because it might not be. It might not suit your circumstances. More importantly, it might not suit your business's circumstances. And it's all about planning and managing and thinking the best way to take money out to ensure that you plan your tax. You pay the right amount of tax, but you don't pay too much tax. And I think this example showing that potentially you could pay too much tax. So we've talked about the fact that that could be a way of managing corporation tax. But why not check out the video on marginal rate and how that could really affect the amount you want to pay?